The greatest boxer of all time, and a noted humanitarian, Muhammad Ali's life was one of numerous events that shifted the fabric of not only sport, but of culture and society in a way that no one has matched since. Here is part 1 of our top 10 list of things you don't know about Muhammad Ali. Ali started boxing to beat up the kid who stole his bike. When Ali, then classy as K, was 12 years old, he rode his bike to an exhibition and left only to find that someone had stolen it. Furious that his bike was gone, a passerby suggested that Clay ask a police officer named Joe Martin, who happened to be in the nearby boxing gym. That's where the sport took hold of Clay. Martin suggested that he learn how to box, and Clay submitted an application to become a member of the gym. After several weeks, he won his second match at a mere 98 pounds. Ali is the only 3-time heavyweight boxing champion of the world. Ali was such a multi-dimensional, larger-than-life figure that sometimes we forget that based on his boxing merits alone, he was in a league of his own. Over his career, he won 56 fights, claiming 22 of them from technical knockouts, 18 from unanimous decisions, with 11 knockouts, 4 opponent retires, and 1 split decision. It took 31 professional fights before he lost to Joe Frazier in 1971, and that loss was one of only 5 in his career. And those numbers would probably be even better if his boxing license weren't suspended in 1967, but we'll get to that later. The record that drives home Ali being one of the greatest fighters of all time is that he is the only boxer to win the heavyweight championship 3 times, doing so in 1964, 1974 and 1978. The photographer who took Ali's most famous picture got it through a stroke of luck. Everyone knows what photo we're talking about. It's the most iconic sports photo of the 20th century, and it captured Ali at his most dominant moment. Ali's second fight with Sonny Liston in 1965 ended in the first round after Ali delivered the infamous Phantom Punch anchor punch, and as Ali taunted a stunned Liston, photographer Neil Leffer snapped the photo, but his positioning came through a stroke of luck. Then, Leffer was a new photographer for Sports Illustrated. The magazine assigned him the fight along with senior photographer Herb Schaffman, who took the better vantage spot near the judges' table, and relegated Leffer to a seat on the other side of the ring. That seat was perfect. Liston fell right where Leffer was, and he snapped one of the greatest photos of all time. If you look through Ali's legs, you can see an awestruck Schaffman. The photo of Ali's back probably didn't have the same resonance. Ali's first knockout punch was to his mother as a baby. One of his nicknames was the Louisville Lip, and by all accounts, Ali was just born with it. His mother, Odessa Clay, recalled that even as a baby, Ali had a motor mouth that wouldn't quit, a characteristic that became his trademark during his career. She is quoted as saying, "He was always a talker. He tried to talk so hard when he was a baby. He used to jabber, so you know. And people would laugh and he'd shake his head and jabber so fast. I don't see how anybody could talk so fast, just like lightning. And he never sat still. He was in the bed with me at 6 months old, and you know how babies stretch? He had little muscle arms and he hit me in the mouth when he stretched. And it loosened my front tooth and it affected my other front tooth, and I had to have both of them pulled out. So I always say his first knockout punch was in my mouth." Muhammad Ali's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame rests on the wall and not on the sidewalk. In 2002, Ali was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, but due to his religious beliefs, the boxer objected to having his name on the ground where people could walk on it. He stated, "I bear the name of our beloved Prophet Muhammad, and it is impossible that I allow people to trample over his name." As a result, Ali's star is the only star on the Walk of Fame that hangs on the wall of the Dolby Theatre in Hollywood Boulevard. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more Top Truths content. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at our other videos here.